spell it for me?
Sure. Andrew Steele. My last name is spelled S as in Sam, T as in Tom, E-E-L-E.
Okay. Andrew, common spelling?
Yes.
Do you have a title or something you'd like to be recognized as?
I'm a columnist for magazines in Brazil. I also publish on Op-Ed News, Infowars.com, and Deadline Live.
Okay. I guess give me briefly what your mission is out here today.
Well, I'm here out today as a representative of architects and engineers for 9/11 Truth. It is an organization of over 1,000 architects and engineers who question the official story of the World Trade Center's collapse, the Twin Towers in New York City, and Building 7, which also fell that day. It's a 47-story skyscraper that fell at near free fall speed, though it was not hit by an airplane. The official report claims that the building fell because of fire. However, fire has never before brought down a skyscraper because of fire alone. Not before 9/11 and not after. Only on 9/11 has that ever happened.
Okay, can you talk a little bit about the credibility of who have done some of the studies that you're referring to?
Certainly. The head of architects and engineers for 9/11 Truth is Richard Gage. He is an architect. As well, there's also Stephen Jones, who has tested the dust of the World Trade Center. He is a physicist, a university professor, and he's the one who found traces of nanothermite in the dust, which I covered at the press conference today.
Okay, what are some of the strongest points, I guess, if you're going to address someone in the public to try to convince them of this?
Well, the presence of nanothermite in the dust, that's a high-grade military explosive. Also, too, just the collapse of the towers themselves. According to the official story of the pancake collapse, the floors fell on top of each other, crushing them below. But the buildings fell at free fall speed, which means that they would have had to meet no resistance as they went down. So that just doesn't make sense. You can't have it both ways. Again, Building 7 is the smoking gun. That building fell completely into its own footprint, and you can look on YouTube and watch it for yourself and use your own common sense. Even if you don't have a scientific background, if you have two eyes, you can see that fire alone did not bring down that building. And even the explanation that the 9/11 Commission reported, they said it has a very low likelihood of happening, very low probability. They really did not investigate the collapse of Building 7.
I guess, why would you say you're out here today? Why is it that you're trying to tell people, give people your message?
Well, because, 9/11, people are still dying as a result of this. We changed our foreign policy, we changed our domestic policy as a result. People are continuing to die. Not to mention that 3,000 people, my fellow countrymen, died on that day, so it's a very important event. If there is any inconsistencies in the story, it's something that we need to address. Again, I'm not alone out here. There's victims' family members, like Manny Badillo, Bob McIlvain, who lost his son Bobby, Ellen Mariani. These are just people I've met. Victims' family members want a new investigation into 9/11, and I believe that they deserve that.
What is it you think that's stopping people from believing what you're trying to spread, the message you're trying to spread?
I think a lot of people don't want to address it because the implications are nightmarish. But I say this: look into it. Even if you don't want to believe that other forces, if you want to believe the official story, why not have a new investigation? It can't hurt anything into it, and then we can have these questions addressed. And that's really what we want, is just a new investigation.
Okay. I guess, were you expecting more people today, or are you a little disappointed that no one showed up?
No, you showed up, and I'm very happy about that. And I'm very happy because, again, I'm also a representative of the alternative media. More people are turning into the internet than they are into the mainstream media now, because it's lost all credibility with the lies that led up to the war in Iraq, and all the lies that they continue to spread today. So I'm not really worried about that. It's great that the mainstream media showed up, but more people are checking it out. You can also go to ae911truth.org and watch it on YouTube, and really it's becoming the new source of news.
Okay, and I guess lastly, can you give me a little bit of more information about the main event, I guess, as I would call
Certainly.
it, in D.C.?
Certainly. And at 2 p.m. this afternoon, Richard Gage, along with former Senator Mike Gravel, are going to be hosting an event at the National Press Club in Washington, D.C. Members of the mainstream media have been invited, where they're going to present hard evidence of explosive demolitions of the World Trade Center towers and Building 7 on September 11, 2001.
Okay, and just one more time, can you give me your first and last name, spell both of them for me, and then what you'd like to be referred to as?
Certainly. Andrew, A-N-D-R-E-W, Steele, that's S as in Sam, T as in Tom, E-E-L-E. I am a writer, and I'm also an editor of a news webpage called America20xy.com.
Anything else you'd like to add in?
No, unless you have any other questions.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you.